Hello and welcome to this tutorial where we look at a sales report and do some budget forecasting as well. So in the previous video, I showed you how to set up Copilot, but I'm just going to go through the motions again by clicking here to bring up Copilot. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to connect to my OneDrive. So I'm just going to go through the motions, same as before. Uh, but I'm doing it again because some people might have missed the previous video where I showed how to set this up. So in the next video, I'm not going to repeat the step. But yeah, I'm just going to wait for it to upload this file to my OneDrive. And then once it uploads, I will start asking Copilot some questions about the data. And actually, while we're at it, so I have some prompts prepared already. I want to summarize the sales by performance by region, sales performance by region and product. So I'm going to copy this prompt, which is my first prompt, and go back here so that now Copilot is done. Obviously, I can accept some of his suggestions if I like them. Ask it to show data insights or some examples. But I'm just going to ask it to summarize sales performance by region and product and wait for it to do that. Okay, so let's see the result we get. Obviously, you could have asked it to summarize sales performance by any other combination of variables. A sales rep, for example, but I wanted to see sales performance by region and product, so it has done that. And I have the option to add this to a new sheet, so I'm going to do that. And that's my new sheet with my first result. And so I'm going to go to the second result where I want to create a column chart showing total sales by region. So again, I copy the prompt and I come here and I paste it. So create total column chart showing total sales by region. Okay, so obviously I can ask it things like which region is the best performing region. Let's see. Oh, I'm in the wrong sheet. Okay, so in order to ask it this question, I need to be in the sales report sheet because that's the data it should be analyzing. So I come here and I do this. Okay, so now it should work because I'm in the right sheet now. I just wait for it. Once it gives me the sales by region, I could ask it additional questions like what's the region of the top sales, but I can already see that it's the West region here. So rather than asking it a follow-up question about that, I'll just add this to the new sheet. Okay, so it disappeared, but I'm just going to keep going. So you get the idea. You can ask it any question you want. I want to forecast the next 3 months' expenses based on historical data. So I copy this here, okay, and I'm going to go. The forecast data is this here, and I know what's going to happen when I ask it this prompt, but I want you to see it as well. So I'm going to paste this here and run it. And let's wait and see what it says. Okay, so um, I attempted to do this previously, and it said that I encountered a problem while trying to forecast the next 3 months' expenses based on the historical data. Please try asking another question and provide more specific criteria for the forecast. Okay, so sometimes Copilot, I think obviously is still not in its most advanced state, so it might not be able to do certain things depending on the instruction that you give it. But I know how to do this forecast another way, so I'm just going to go that way by clicking forecast sheet under the data tab here. It will do the exact same thing. You can see that it's created a forecast for a couple of months. And actually, I can tell it when to end this forecast by choosing a date. So 3 months from my last date of August, end of August. August was the last date in the data set. So I want to start from July and June was the last date. So I want to go to July, August, September. That's 3 months. So I'll end this at September and click create. Actually, there are other options as well. And so it starts from that and ends there. It's going you want a 95% confidence interval. That's what I want. I just keep the defaults, but I'm showing you that you have some additional formatting, additional options here. So I'm just going to click create, and it's giving me a forecast um, in this new sheet. So obviously, um, so this is like uh, okay, actually, it did a forecast of the operations. Let's see here. Let me go back to budget forecast. Uh, oh, I should have. Okay, I can click on this expense here and do forecast sheet again. And let's see this time what it's doing. So this time I want to forecast the total expenses. Okay, so I was in the operation sheet. That's why I did that. So I click that, and let me just change this back to September. September, so that's 3 months. And yeah, now I got a 3 month forecast of the expenses, which is what I was interested in actually. So I just click create here. So obviously you have this forecasting feature. So it's giving me the lower confidence and the upper confidence limit for total expenses for those 3 months in different columns. And so I could have asked Copilot like I did, but sometimes it might have challenges depending on the way you frame the question. So there are other ways of doing this, and I just use the workaround. So I'm going to insert a line chat showing, ask it to insert a line chat showing the budget trends and the forecast. So let's see if it does that. Uh, let's see. Okay. So we're going to try it from here. I think I should switch the sheet, but I'll just wait for it. Okay, so depending on the prompt that you give it, obviously, and the data set that is analyzing, the results might be different. So it did this for for this particular data set. Okay, so this is the trend. I said forecast the next 3 months expenses based on historical data. And then what I asked it after that was instead of line chart showing budget trends and forecast. So actually, I probably wanted to do that. So it's showing the line chart of the budget trends. I wanted to actually do that on this budget sheet that I created. So here on this budget data, if I had run this command here, or this given it this prompt here, it would have created a chart of this total expense trend and the forecast here. So let's see what it comes up with. But it's pretty much this going to look a lot like this because I already did that. Okay, it couldn't process this because I think the data it said. Let me see what it said. Okay, it said that I couldn't create a line chart show budget trends, but here's an answer that might be helpful. Total expenses includes this and that. Okay, so I mean, obviously, I could accept the additional suggestions or ask it a follow-up question, but you get the idea. So this chart actually is what I was trying to create by giving it a more specific prompt, but it's already given us this chart. So I'll just go with that. And the next and final one is this here, copy, come here to message data, So I want to highlight this data is messy. You can give it specific instructions to clean up the data, but I just want to highlight rows with missing values so that I can see them. So I do this here, and let's see if it's able to highlight the rows that are missing values. So it's saying fill color that it's going to apply is yellow. And so I'm just going to choose apply here based on what it's suggesting. And let's see what it does. Okay, so you can see that it highlighted the rows with missing values. Obviously, I could do further cleaning by asking additional questions, but you get the idea. So you can, obviously, I could also use my old school way to remove duplicates or do something else that might be of interest. So I'm just going to click here and say remove duplicates. And let's see what happens here. So it removed all the duplicates. So there was actually a lot of duplicate data, but you can do various additional cleanup on your data to get it to whatever format you like, either by asking Copilot questions or using the existing old school ways of doing things. Okay, so that's it for this video. If you liked it, like it, and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next video.